In Nigeria, bad governance fuels terrorism, says defense chief. So chief of defense staff is now recognizing that the reason there's terrorism in Nigeria is because of bad governance. I'm sure everybody is feeling the touch of the bad governance, including the military. This is the military that Tinubu think he has bought over and can use them the way he wants, and having the confidence that they can never be cool in Nigeria. But if a whole general, chief of defense staff, is already saying this, it means that they're feeling the pain, even in the barracks. It means that all is not well. I'm telling you, when they say there's no coup, they're just saying their own thing. Because military, with their own training, can do their own thing intelligently and codedly, secretly, and it's only at execution you will know that something is happening. Nobody is happy with the state of the country, including even some of the APC members. So, Chief of Army Staff is speaking here. Let's dive into the details. The Chief of Army Staff, General Christopher Musa, has said that good governance and not military solution will end terrorism in the country. That's good. Musa spoke while addressing newsmen in his maiden parley with defense correspondents at the Defense Headquarters Abuja. So according to the defense chief, military solution to terrorism is 30%, while good governance, equity, fairness, and justice make up 70%. We urge our political leaders to do the right thing. Anywhere you find good governance, it reduces insecurity. Our present challenges in Nigeria are man-made. We in the military are not magicians. Bagam. So he noted that any officer found wanting after investigation of the Kaduna bombing of civilians would be severely punished. So according to him, I always mention that wherever we operated, we have standing court-martials. The court-martial is not to scare anybody, but to tell you that if you err, you would be held accountable. If you committed no offense, you don't have anything to fear. We want to always compliment our troops when they do well, so that we can also encourage them to do more. He added, we have been punishing our officers. Okay, it is just that probably because most times you don't get to know. I am sure you know in Maiduguri we have jailed a lot of personnel. I have a lot of my personnel in jail. Court martials have sent them to jail, and you can go and verify. We do not shield offenders. You commit an offense, you go for it. And that's why you see we have this high level of discipline. Anyone who commits an offense, we take it serious. Actually, you are going to be investigated thoroughly. If you are found guilty, you are going to be punished. So he urged Nigerians and the media to tread softly in order to avert escalating security in the country. In his words, the security challenges we are facing is not only a military challenge, it is for everybody, and you are always most times on the forefront. So you are also exposed to such things. So that's why it is important for us to have a good understanding of what's going on, so that we can clearly sensitize the public, let them understand what's going on. And then the efforts that have been made on a daily basis. Members of the security forces are dying, and yet sometimes people don't tend to always remember that people are sacrificing so much for the peace they are enjoying, or the peace they enjoy. One thing I want people to do is to avoid demoralizing the troops, because if somebody is there day, night standing, morning, evening, night, away from his family, getting injured, and yet he is being insulted, he is being unappreciated. I mean, we are all humans, so you know what the tendencies are. This person will say, since I am not being appreciated, then it is not my business anymore, and that will be dangerous for us all. So please, whatever we are doing, we should always remember that there are people that are there standing in so that we can sleep, so that we can go about doing our lawful work, so that we can go to church, go to mosque, go to market without them standing up. So we have seen that other war zones look like. Okay, we have seen what other war zones look like. What has been done? Have how troops have been suffering and how civilians are also suffering. The incident in Kaduna is highly regrettable. Our mandate is to protect civilians, not to kill, maim, or destroy anything. And that particular time, we are on the heat of pursuing some bandits within that area, that general area, and unfortunately this happened. I am happy the President, Commander-in-Chief, has instituted a committee that will look into it critically so that they can also advise how to move forward and how to prevent it in future. We are also working for them to be compensated. I assure all Nigerians that the armed forces of Nigeria is here for Nigerians, and we want Nigeria to take ownership of the armed forces of Nigeria. We are not aliens from other countries. We are Nigerians just like every other person here. We have uncles, friends, aunties, fathers, mothers, uncles, grandfathers here. So we will not want any harm to befall anybody. That's a very good one. Oh, if this man has the sense to see what he's saying. It's a very good one. I must tell you the truth. For him to say what he's saying, okay, it means that he has blood flowing in his veins. Okay. I want to also appeal that when you see something not going right, police report. Even if it is our troop that are not doing the right thing, don't just keep quiet and pass by, because whatever you see and you pass by, which means you have approved it. If you want changes, report so that we can take action, and we want to take action. He dismissed rumor of conflicting among the military due to army action on Kaduna, where the Air Force was not contacted to provide air support. So according to him, there is no conflict. We are one armed forces of the Nigeria, and we operate jointly. We have seen that we are going to also be able to harmonize more on our own operations, because we run over thousands of operations every day. This is a very good message coming from this man. So if the Chief of Army Staff is saying this, I just hope that this guy, is truly what he's saying. It means that he has blood running in his veins. Okay, you have spoken well. That's what somebody is saying. CDS, God will continue to bless and guide you. Thank you once again for speaking well. I think that's a very good one. If someone like you will be able to take over government, Nigeria will jubilate. You just won my heart. Wow, somebody's happy with him there. Life is all about wisdom. We appreciate you all, and that is great. Well said, General Musa. That is it. So when somebody does something that is good, definitely you will see kudos coming for him. The armed robbers from Yoruba land and their thugs, nicknamed military, police, etc., are the terrorists violently, defending 1914 fraud nicknamed Nigeria for their masters from West. This guy don't talk, Or guy, they try smoke igbo, where you use your hand by. So people are appreciating General Musa for what he has said, and I just hope that that is exactly what it is in his mind. And someone say, God bless you, you said the truth. Okay, to idiot politicians, they thief public fund, okay, everywhere, because hard for people to live. The big terrorism is coming in when all security will be running for their lives. Okay, what are you trying to say? Which terrorism is that? The best thing for us now is for the military to take over and liberate this country from the hands of these neo-colonialists. Exactly. But again, the Chief of Army Staff has spoken, or Chief of Defense Staff rather. So thank you for listening, and let's have your comment on what General Christopher Musa has said.